Hello, my name is Gully and this is The Know. Tributes continue to pour in after the death of Steve Wright. Inflation has remained unchanged at 4% and Labour has suspended a second candidate. Keep watching to find out more. Tributes from family and friends have poured in following the death of legendary DJ Steve Wright. The DJ's family released a statement confirming his death on Tuesday, writing, "It is with deep sorrow and profound regret that we announce the passing of our beloved Steve Wright. In addition to his son Tom and daughter Lucy, Steve leaves behind his brother Lawrence and his father Richard. Also much loved close friends and colleagues, and millions of devoted radio listeners who had the good fortune and great pleasure of allowing Steve into their daily lives as one of the UK's most enduring and popular radio personalities." Wright hosted radio shows on the BBC for over 40 years. A pre-recorded Valentine's Day edition of his Radio 2 show turned out to be his last appearance, airing just 2 days before the announcement of his death. He signed off the show by promising to be back for more love songs next Sunday. Joe Wiley, Ken Bruce, Scott Mills, Richard Hammond and Sarah Cox are among some of those who have paid tribute to the late star, with BBC Director General Tim Davie saying that all of us at the BBC are heartbroken to hear this terribly sad news. The Office for National Statistics has announced that UK inflation has remained the same as last month at 4%, double the Bank of England's target. Core inflation, which excludes the price of food, energy, alcohol and tobacco, also remained the same rate as December at 5.1%. Despite the flat line in the rate of inflation, experts predict that the rate is still several months away from reaching the Bank of England's target of 2%. However, Conservatives remain positive after meeting their original pledge to halve inflation in 2023.
And I'm absolutely determined to make the UK the best place in the world to start, to grow and invest in businesses. Of course, we're still battling with lots of global headwinds, not least the Red Sea at the moment, but at the start of this year, I absolutely believe that the economy has turned the corner and we're now pointing in the right direction. I know we'll talk about that a little bit later on as well, but hopefully that's something that you're seeing in your businesses. But inflation has been more than half, from 11% down to 4%. Mortgage rates are starting to come down. Everyone is predicting us to grow this year. I think PwC had us saying that we're going to outperform France, Germany and Japan this year.
Chancellor Jeremy Hunt spoke on the figures, saying, "We're not going to be able to relieve pressure on families until we hit that target. This is a time to stick to a plan that is clearly working." Labour's Rachel Reeves responded to the data, pointing out that prices are still rising, saying millions of families are struggling with the cost of living. It's time for a change. The Labour Party has suspended a second parliamentary candidate over leaked audio recordings about Israel. Former Labour MP for Hyndburn, Graham Jones, is facing an investigation after appearing to say, "Unless there is an alliance like NATO, no British person should be fighting any other country, at all, full stop. It's against the law and they should be locked up." It comes a day after Keir Starmer withdrew the party's support for former Rochdale by-election candidate Azhar Ali. Speaking to the press, Starmer said he took tough and decisive action on Mr. Ali's position.
Certain information came to light over the weekend in relation to the candidate. There was a fulsome apology. Further information came to light yesterday calling for decisive action. So I took decisive action. It is a huge thing to withdraw support for a Labour candidate during the course of a by-election. It's a tough decision, a necessary decision. But when I say the Labour Party has changed under my leadership, I mean it.
Thanks for watching The Know. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more daily news updates.